Hi, my name is Bev. I'm 78 years old. In 2013, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. I had the chemo treatment, and then that year, 1 month after the chemo treatment, I had my right breast removed. But before the chemo treatment, I had gone through all kinds of testing for my lungs, my heart, everything to make sure that I was capable of taking the chemo treatments. They said everything was fantastic, I was in great shape, and once the chemo was finished, I would start to heal and be better. And then I had the chemo treatments, had the right breast removed, and everything was not perfect after that. All kinds of different things happening with the chemo treatment. I started with an improper heartbeat that I didn't have before, and I had all kinds of heart treatment test taking, which they assured me my arteries were good, everything leading to my heart was good, and I was fine. But then after the chemo, I had to take heart medication, and I had to take a blood thinner because my doctor felt I might have a stroke. So then I started to heal, and I felt pretty good. And in 2015, in August of that year, I went back to the doctors, and they informed me that I had lung cancer in both my lungs. So I had all these x-rays and things done to my lungs, and that's what they came up with. I had a very aggressive lung disease, they said. So of course they recommended the chemo and the radiation, and I decided that I didn't want that treatment this time. I had already done that route, and when my doctor told me I had the lung cancer, she told me she thought the lung cancer was caused from the breast cancer removal. So I decided I'm not doing that again. I would go a different route altogether, which was homeopathic. Now I've been doing that almost a year and a half. I felt really great. Everything is working out well. My lung cancer doesn't seem to have developed like they thought it would, because they said I would have died months ago. I'm healthy in that area. I did develop diverticulitis in January of this year, but that's the only thing I have now. The lung cancer is not bothering me at all. I have a VON lady that comes twice a week to keep an eye on me, takes my blood pressure, takes my heartbeat, checks my air supply in my blood, which is 95%, which apparently is very, very good. Otherwise, I feel pretty good. I would also like to add, I decided to take the chemo treatment because of all the pressure that the medical profession puts on you, making you feel guilty that you haven't tried everything until you've taken the chemo treatment and the breast operation. So I went that route and tried all that. And then all the after effects of the chemo was I couldn't taste food, I couldn't eat, I puked all the time, I was nauseated all the time, I felt worse than when they diagnosed me with the cancer. For months. And every time you started to feel like you were a halfway decent person, you had to go back and have another chemo treatment. So you never really had much of a reprieve that you felt halfway even normal, because you didn't. This time I decided, when they diagnosed me with the lung cancer, I don't want to be sick. And they were telling me how aggressive this lung cancer is and everything, and I'm thinking, well, I don't have much time then. So what time I do have left, I would like it to be an enjoyable time that I could spend with my 4 grandchildren without them coming to see their grandmother and being scared to death of how they're going to find her. Sick as a dog, can't talk, can't do anything, and I don't want my grandchildren to remember me like that. I want to spend a fair amount of good time with them and with my other friends and family. So that's why I chose the holistic route this time, and it's working out fine for me. I would encourage everyone to take the holistic route because the medical profession is only concerned about the numbers, and seriously, they don't even have any type of data on breast cancer for people over 65 years old. They don't care because they think you're too old. Just feed her the chemo and we'll see what happens, and if she dies, she dies. They don't care. They're only worried and concerned about the numbers. Well, unfortunately, we're more than numbers. We're human beings and we deserve better than that. Better than the medical profession is giving us. So, try the holistic route. It's sure to work for you.